It's only 6 o'clock. Too early to be kissing outside.
Every time you feel hungry for power, for success, for adventure, for life, for love, for pleasure. 7 Days Croissant. What you ask for when you're hungry.
This season, Euroleague will be so much fun with a festa. Well, what is a festa? Think about the entertaining atmosphere of basketball. Now add this to the Mediterranean's festa. And FS, the most consumed Mediterranean beer in the world. Here is a festa soul that comes out.
¡E festa! Too much wine for Thursday night. It's only 6 o'clock. Too early to be kissing outside. See
Every time you feel hungry for power, for success, for adventure, for life, for love, for pleasure. 7 Days Croissant. What you ask for when you're hungry.
This season, Euroleague will be so much fun with a festa. Well, what is a festa? Think about the entertaining atmosphere of basketball. Now add this to the Mediterranean's festa. And FS, the most consumed Mediterranean beer in the world. Here is a festa soul that comes out.
Good. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2014-2015 Turkish Airlines Euroleague draws will begin in 5 minutes. We ask you to kindly take your seats and switch off your mobile phones. Thank you.
I've had too much wine for Thursday night. It's only 6 o'clock. Too early to be kissing outside. I wanted to stay this dark. Don't want you to see my eyes. They're trembling and barely open. Trying to keep the tears inside. Oh, I want you. Oh, I do. I want
Every time you feel hungry for power, for success, for adventure, for life, for love, for pleasure. 7 Days Croissant. What you ask for when you're hungry.
This season,
3 minutes?
Sí, està ledi preparat. Com vulguem. Dintre.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2014-2015 Turkish Airlines Euroleague draws will begin in 2 minutes. Please take your seats and kindly switch off your mobile phones. Thank you. Mariola. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2014-2015 Turkish Airlines Euroleague draws.
Turkish Airlines Euroleague. I feel devotion.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As every year, it's a pleasure to have you with us in the event of our draw for the next season, the 15th Turkish Airlines Euroleague basketball season. And this is the last event in a week plenty of events organized by our Euroleague Basketball Institute. We have had workshops, meetings, assemblies, a convention. We met players, coaches, referees, media and marketing directors, national leagues, and of course, clubs owners and presidents. Everything with the objective to prepare better the 2014-15 season, because we need to count on the opinion and the collaboration of all the stakeholders, with all the people involved in it. And thanks to this cooperation, we have finished a terrific season. And thanks also to the cooperation of our 72 broadcasters, thanks to our sponsors, Turkish Airlines, Bwin, Adidas, Spalding, FS. And we have finished our season with historical records in public attendance in our arenas, in which we had 2 million spectators, and also a historic record of 201 countries where the fans can watch the Turkish Airlines Euroleague on TV. As the fans are the center of our strategy, any decision that we make must be oriented to get more and new fans. And the 2013-14 data confirm that we are in the right line, but we need to continue insisting and improving all together. Yesterday, the national leagues, the Euroleague, Eurocup clubs, and other clubs invited, met and thought about the future. And after the assemblies, confirmed a new roadmap for European basketball, based on an homogeneous growth of the national leagues, on the integration of the national and international competitions, and the definition of a clear path for the clubs that aspire to be part of the elite of basketball. A path based on the sport results and the sustainable management of our clubs. But we have a closer future. A season that starts today with this draw and finishes with our Final Four. That this year, after 7 years, it goes back to Madrid, to the Barclaycard Palacio de los Deportes. Madrid is a city that has always loved basketball, has always supported grassroots program, has been always supporting professional basketball clubs, and of course, always loved and supported great events. And I want to thank the Comunidad de Madrid, the regional government, for the effort they have made for us for to be there next month on May. And I would like to ask Mr. Pablo Salazar, General Director of Sports and Youth of Community of Madrid, to address you some words. Pablo.
Sun, night, sun, night, sun, night, sun, night, sun, 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 party, night, and sun, and friends, sun, and sports, and sun, night, food, sun, and day, and sun, and mountains, and tapas, and sun, and night, and fiesta, and street, only in Madrid.
Muy buenos días, señoras y señores, amigos de este maravilloso deporte que es el baloncesto. Como representante de la Comunidad de Madrid en este importante acto, quiero en primer lugar expresar la enorme satisfacción y la ilusión con la que desde Madrid se ha recibido la elección como sede de esta Final Four, la fase final de este gran torneo de baloncesto.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, lovers of this great game of basketball. As representative of the community of Madrid at this important event, I would first of all like to express the great satisfaction and excitement with which Madrid has received the news of being chosen to host the Final Four, the final phase of this important basketball competition.
Hoy, con la celebración del torneo de la fase regular de la Euroliga, se da el pistoletazo de salida a la mejor competición de clubes de baloncesto en Europa. Nuestro objetivo es que dentro de 10 meses, en el Barclaycard Palacio de los Deportes, celebraremos la mejor Final Four de la historia de esta competición. Con este reto nos hemos puesto a trabajar sin descanso desde el pasado 17 de mayo, cuando se anunció que Madrid sería la sede de la Final Four 2015.
Today's draw for the Euroleague regular season marks the starting point of the best basketball competition for clubs in Europe. Our goal is to host the best Final Four in the history of this competition 10 months from now at the Barclaycard Palacio de los Deportes. We have been working tirelessly to meet this challenge since Madrid was chosen to host the 2015 Final Four on the 17th of May.
Nuestra región respira ya el baloncesto por todos sus poros. A la gran afición que existe históricamente en Madrid por este deporte, se trata del tercer deporte con más licencias federativas, con un total de 52.243, se suma que en los próximas semanas, viviremos la Copa del Mundo de baloncesto con la celebración de los principales partidos de la fase final.
Our region breathes the sport of basketball through its very pores. Historically, Madrid has always had a tremendous following of basketball, and there are currently 52,243 licensed players, making it our third most popular sport. And in the coming months, we will also be hosting the most important games of the final phase of the 2014 Basketball World Cup.
Por tanto, estamos convencidos de que Madrid se convertirá en las próximas semanas en la capital mundial del baloncesto. Tras la Copa del Mundo, tendremos el honor de celebrar la fase final del principal torneo de clubes de baloncesto europeo, la Euroliga, que se ha convertido en los últimos años en un gran espectáculo deportivo a nivel mundial.
Therefore, we are convinced that in the coming months, Madrid will be the world's basketball capital. After the World Cup, we will have the honor of hosting the final stage of the premier club competition in Europe, the Euroleague, which in recent years has become one of the major sports events in the world.
Tenemos la ilusión y la experiencia para que la próxima Final Four sea todo un éxito. La última edición celebrada en Madrid fue en 2008. Los madrileños en aquella ocasión respondieron de forma fantástica, llenando el Palacio de los Deportes durante todo ese fin de semana, 26.000 espectadores y todas las entradas vendidas con varios meses de antelación, y participando en todas las actividades deportivas y de ocio que organizamos desde la Comunidad de Madrid conjuntamente con Euroliga para esos días en las calles de Madrid.
We are convinced that our eagerness and our experience will make the Final Four a huge success. The last one held in Madrid was in 2008, and the people of Madrid responded wonderfully, filling the Palacio de Deportes the entire weekend with a total of 26,000 spectators, as well as participating in all the parallel sports-related and leisure activities in the streets of our city, organized by the community of Madrid in conjunction with the Euroleague.
Estamos convencidos que dentro de 10 meses superaremos incluso nuestra última experiencia del año 2008. Muchas gracias a todos, mucha suerte para los equipos participantes. Os esperamos con los brazos abiertos en el Barclaycard Palacio de los Deportes de la Comunidad de Madrid.
We are convinced that in 10 months' time we will surpass our last experience of 2008. Thank you all very much and good luck to the participating teams. We await you with open arms at the Barclaycard Palacio de los Deportes of the Community of Madrid. Thank you, Mr. Salazar. Ladies and gentlemen, Euroleague basketball recognizes the importance of marketing in our competitions, and we would like to acknowledge the club that has done the most in this area by presenting it with the Euroleague Basketball Gold Devotion Marketing Award. The Gold Devotion Marketing Award for the 2013-2014 season goes to Alba Berlin. Mr. Marco Baldi, the Alba Berlin CEO, will receive the award on behalf of the club. Thank you very much, Mr. Baldi. You may return to your seat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Euroleague Basketball wishes to honor the memory of one of European basketball's most important figures of the past century by giving a new name to its annual prize for executive excellence, which will now be called the Gianluigi Porelli Executive of the Year Award. Mr. Porelli was a basketball visionary who always made decisions that were way ahead of his time. He built a club model based on economic stability, on sporting competitiveness, and on having solid roots within the community, concepts which are still being implemented today. The Gianluigi Porelli Executive of the Year Award recognizes an outstanding performance by one of the men or women leading a Euroleague club. The winner of the 2013-2014 Gianluigi Porelli Executive of the Year Award is Mr. Livio Proli from EA7 Emporio Armani Milan. Mr. Proli, would you please join us on the stage? Congratulations and thank you very much. Now our next award is for the best coach of the season. The 2013-2014 Alexander Gomelski Coach of the Year is Mr. David Blatt from Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv. Unfortunately, Mr. Blatt was not able to join us here today, but let's watch a video of the coach.
Hello to all. Thank you kindly for this great award. It is an enormous honor to be selected by my peers. My friends and colleagues are amongst the finest coaches in the world, and I am in their debt for challenging me to be a better coach and teacher. The Euroleague is world-renowned and respected, growing every day in its scope and in its influence. The future is bright. I feel very lucky to have been part of the past. Finally, great appreciation to my club, Maccabi Tel Aviv. Maccabi embodies what European basketball is all about. Great basketball, great passion, great desire, and great connection between fans and the team. Their desire for excellence in the spirit of sportsmanship and fair play is second to none.
To receive the award on behalf of Coach Blatt, please welcome Mr. Shimon Mizrahi, President of Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv, as he comes on to the stage. Thank you both. Jordi, Shimon, thank you. You can take your seats. Now, ladies and gentlemen, having recognized the outstanding work of the best executives and coach, it's now time to proceed with the draws. Today's draws will take place in two parts. First, we will draw the teams participating in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague qualifying rounds. And then we will move on to those participating directly in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague regular season. Let's begin by briefly describing the competition system and the draw procedure for each one. First of all, the qualifying rounds. 8 teams will participate in our first qualifying round, with the winners moving on to the second and the third. We will carry out in just a few moments a seeded draw, which will place the participating teams into an 8-team bracket. The teams will play a 4-day central venue tournament, which will take place at the Sluiter Arena in Ostend, Belgium, at the end of September, with the winner qualifying for the final spot of the 2014-2015 Turkish Airlines Euroleague regular season. Now, the teams can now be seen on the screen, divided according to their seeds. The draw will be conducted with 4 different urns, as you can see before you, containing the 1 seeds, the 2 seeds, the 3 seeds, and the 4 seeds. The 1 seeds will be drawn first and placed directly into the next available slot in the bracket, always beginning from the top and going down. The procedure will continue until the 4 seeds have both been drawn. Now, to help us draw the teams, I would like to ask Mr. Diego Guillen, the Euroleague Basketball Competitions Director, to come up to the stage and help us. Diego, please. Very well. So we're going to begin, as we said, with the 1 seeds and begin at the very top. So would you draw, please, Diego, the first of our 1 seeds? And the first team, Unix Kazan. Unix Kazan going to the number 1 spot at the top of our bracket. We have the upper half, the second, the bottom half, and Unix Kazan takes the first place. So now let's move on to the second of our first seeds, which will go down to the second half, the lower part of the bracket. And of course, there's not a lot of mystery here. There were 2 teams, VEF Riga. VEF Riga will take its place down below, as you can see in the last of the matchups. VEF Riga later to play against the 4th seed, the last team to be chosen actually. Very well, now we can move on to the 2 seeds. Okay, if you would draw the first of the 2 seeds, which will go to the upper half of our bracket, and the second matchup. And that would be Hapoel Jerusalem. Hapoel Jerusalem taking its place there on the upper half and the second of the matchups of our first round of the qualifying rounds. Very well. Now we move on to the last of the 2 seeds. And Diego, and it's Asvel Lyon Villeurbanne. Asvel Lyon Villeurbanne will go to the top of the bottom half, the first of that matchup. All right, now let's move to the number 3 seeds. Let's see where luck takes this first team. Or rather, we know where it's going. Let's see what team it is. And it's Chess Basketball Nymburk. Chess Basketball Nymburk taking its place in the second matchup of the upper half against Hapoel Jerusalem. So we already have 1 matchup defined. Now let's go to the second of our 3 seeds. And it is Telenet Ostend. Telenet Ostend then, the second of our 3 seeds, matching up against Asvel Lyon Villeurbanne. Okay, that there we have 2 set already, and our final 2 will be seen in just a moment. So let's go to the 4 seeds, please, Diego. And we have Stelmet Zielona Góra. Stelmet Zielona Góra will be playing against Unix Kazan in the very first of our matchups on the bracket. And now for our final team. The final team to be chosen and to be placed into the bracket. And it's Strasbourg. Of course, Strasbourg takes its place and will be playing against VEF Riga. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Diego, thank you very much for your help. So ladies and gentlemen, we have completed the Turkish Airlines Euroleague qualifying rounds draw. One of these teams will win the privilege of playing with the very best basketball clubs in Europe. And speaking of the best basketball clubs in Europe, it is now time for the most important draw of the entire season. The 23 teams that have attained a spot in the best competition in Europe are eager to know who they will be matched up against in the regular season and who they may have to face in the top 16, in the playoffs, and in the final four. Now let's review how the competition is structured. The 24 teams will be drawn and placed into 4 groups of 6 teams each. The 6 teams in each group will play against each other in a round-robin format during the regular season phase of the competition. After the regular season has ended, the first 4 teams from each group will advance to the top 16, where the elite teams of Europe will play against each other once again in a round-robin format divided into 2 groups of 8. The first 4 teams from each top 16 group will then advance to the playoffs, playing a best-of-5 series. The 4 winners of the playoffs will advance to the climax of our season, the 2015 Turkish Airlines Euroleague Final Four, which, as you know, will be held at the Barclaycard Palacio de los Deportes in Madrid on May 15th and 17th. Now let us review the mechanics of the draw itself. Our teams have been separated into 6 seeds in accordance with the Euroleague Basketball Club ranking. The seeds can be seen on the screen now and also in the information pack that was distributed to you earlier as you arrived. The urn will be custom made for each individual draw. In other words, we will place in the urn only the teams that can be drawn and placed in that particular slot. Now, in some cases, there will only be 1 sphere, that is 1 team, that will be placed in the urn because it will be the only possible team that can be placed into that slot. Now, beginning with the 1 seeds, the teams from each team, teams from each urn will be drawn and placed in the 4 groups before we proceed to the next seed. As stated in the bylaws, 2 teams from the same country cannot be drawn into the same regular season group. However, given that this year there are 5 teams from Spain participating in the regular season, the restriction will be applied until it is physically impossible to maintain. Please also note that the qualifying teams from the Adriatic League will also be subject to that same country restriction. On the screen, you can now see the 4 empty groups where our teams will be placed as they are drawn. To help us draw the teams, I would like to invite 2 former Euroleague stars, Ricardo Pittis and Thomas van den Spiegel, to join me on the stage. Gentlemen. We will alternate between our 2 guests for drawing each seed, so I'll ask Ricardo to stay there. And Thomas, if you can come over to this side here, and you do the first, then you'll do the second, the third, and we'll rotate back and forth. Okay, so for the first urn, it's very simple. We don't have to make one for each draw because there are 4 teams, first in each one of the groups. So we'll go straight ahead and start with Group A. Let's see which one of our first seeds, our 1 seeds, go to Group A. We like to add emotion. And that team is Real Madrid. Real Madrid, this year's runner-up Real Madrid, takes the first spot of the draw and the first spot in Group A. All right, now it's time to go to Group B. 3 teams remaining. Let's see which one of the 3 will go to Group B. And that would be CSKA Moscow. CSKA Moscow heading up Group B in the 1 seed spot. There we have them. A, Real Madrid. B, CSKA Moscow. And let's move on to C. So go right ahead and draw one of the 2 remaining teams to go to Group C. Okay, and that would be FC Barcelona. FC Barcelona going to Group C. There we have FC Barcelona in Group C. Of course, in this round of the draw, things are very simple. There's nothing exciting yet, except for watching Ricardo open up the balls. Very well, and now we have, of course, the remaining team, Olympiacos Piraeus, going to Group D. So there we have our four top seeds: A, Real Madrid; B, CSKA Moscow; C, FC Barcelona; and D, Olympiacos Piraeus. Gentlemen, if you'd like to switch now. And we'll move on now to the two seed levels. Now here we begin to have some incompatibilities, and we'll mention them as we go along. Now into the urn we can place three teams: Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv, Panathinaikos Athens, Anadolu Efes Istanbul. We do not place Valencia Basket because Real Madrid is there, and as we said, there will be one group with two Spaniards, but it will not happen until till we have no choice. So please go ahead and see who will go with Real Madrid in Group A. And that would be Anadolu Efes Istanbul. Anadolu Efes Istanbul going to Group A as the second seed team, joining Real Madrid. Very well, and now we can begin to prepare the urn for Group B. We have all three teams eligible: Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv, Panathinaikos Athens, and Valencia Basket. And we have Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv going to Group B as the number 2 seed, joining CSKA Moscow. Now things begin to get interesting even at the second level. Real Madrid, Anadolu Efes in the first, CSKA Moscow and Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv in Group B. Now let's see Group C. Now in Group C, we only have one possible team because Valencia Basket has to go to Group D, so it doesn't coincide with a Spanish team. Therefore, we place Panathinaikos Athens in the urn.
Guess who?
And let's see, we hope there are no surprises. And that would be Panathinaikos Athens. Panathinaikos Athens then taking the number 2 seed spot in Group C together with FC Barcelona, and that leaves us with one remaining team. So if you'd like to place Valencia Basket into the urn. Thomas hasn't had a lot of chance to use luck in this draw, but we'll have some more opportunities as we get further down. And sure enough, it's Valencia Basket, second seed spot in Group D together, joining Olympiacos Piraeus. Gentlemen, if you'd like to change again. Okay, and now we go to the 3 seeds. And in this Group A, we have one possible, one conflict, that is 2 Turkish teams. So Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul will not be in the first draw for Group A, and we will put Unicaja Málaga, Laboral Cucha Vitoria, and Žalgiris Kaunas. And let's see which one of them will go to Group A. And it is Žalgiris Kaunas. Žalgiris Kaunas from Lithuania going to Group A, joining Real Madrid and Anadolu Efes Istanbul. Very well. We need now to prepare for Group B. In this case, we have Unicaja Málaga and Laboral Cucha Vitoria. In this case, we do not place Fenerbahce because we have to put one of the Spanish teams in this group. Okay, so the two Spanish teams are in the urn, and let's see which one of them will join Group B. And it's Unicaja Málaga. Unicaja Málaga joining CSKA Moscow, Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv for very interesting, all of the groups are interesting so far, and of course that would take us to Group C. And in Group C we have two teams remaining, both of them are eligible, Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul and Laboral Cucha Vitoria. And as we mentioned earlier, from now on one of the groups will have the second Spanish team. So we'll find out now if it's going to be Group C or Group D. And it is Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul going to Group C. Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul is going to join FC Barcelona and Panathinaikos Athens in Group C. And we can now prepare the urn for Group D. Only one team remaining, Laboral Cucha Vitoria. Laboral Cucha Vitoria. And Laboral Cucha Vitoria. So, Laboral Cucha Vitoria will join Olympiacos, Piraeus, and Valencia Basket in Group D. So, gentlemen, if you'd like to switch again. And we move on now to our 4 seeds. Now, in Group A, we have one incompatibility, which is Galatasaray Live Hospital Istanbul, which cannot coincide with Anadolu. Therefore, the urn will contain Alba Berlin, EA7 Emporio Armani Milan, and Nizhny Novgorod from the Russian Federation. And it's Nizhny Novgorod going to Group A in the 4-seed spot. Nizhny Novgorod from the Russian Federation going to Group A with Real Madrid, Anadolu Efes, Istanbul, and Žalgiris Kaunas. Very well, the next turn, 3 teams remaining. All 3 teams are eligible. Alba Berlin, Galatasaray Live Hospital Istanbul, and EA7 Emporio Armani Milan. Okay, this time you have some luck involved, Thomas. This time you had 3. That's good. All right, and let's see who's going to Group B. It is Alba Berlin. Alba Berlin going to Group B, where they will join CSKA Moscow, Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv, and Unicaja Málaga. Now we move on to Group C, and here we only have one team which is eligible, and that is EA7 Emporio Armani Milan, because we already have Fenerbahce from Turkey in that group, and Galatasaray cannot be included in the draw for Group C. And there it is, EA7 Emporio Armani Milano. EA7 Emporio Armani Milan then joining Group C with FC Barcelona, Panathinaikos Athens, and Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul. Okay, with that we move to the last of our 4 seeds, Galatasaray Live Hospital Istanbul. Okay, and that will complete the 4-seed level. And there we are, Galatasaray, then Live Hospital Istanbul will take its place in Group D together with Olympiacos Piraeus, Valencia Basket, Laboral Cucha. You can switch again, gentlemen, thank you. All right, that takes us to our 5 seeds. Now for the first group, Group A, no incompatibilities. So all four can join. Crvena Zvezda Telekom Belgrade, Cedevita Zagreb, FC Bayern Munich, and Dinamo Banco di Sardegna Sassari. Okay, let's see which one of these will go to Group A as our first 5-seed team chosen. And it is Dinamo Banco di Sardegna Sassari. Dinamo Banco di Sardegna Sassari taking its place in Group A, together with Real Madrid, Anadolu Efes, Žalgiris, and Nizhny Novgorod. Okay, we go to now Group B. And in Group B, we have one team which is not eligible, FC Bayern Munich, because of the presence of Alba Berlin in Group B. Therefore, we have Crvena Zvezda Telekom Belgrade, and we have Cedevita Zagreb, both from the Adriatic League, of course. And let's see which one. And it's Cedevita Zagreb. Cedevita Zagreb taking its place in Group B. There we are with CSKA Moscow, with Maccabi Electro Tel Aviv, Unicaja Malaga, and Alba Berlin. Now we move on to Group C. 2 teams remaining, both teams eligible. Crvena Zvezda Telekom Belgrade and FC Bayern Munich. And it's FC Bayern Munich. FC Bayern Munich then goes to our third group, Group C, joining FC Barcelona, Panathinaikos, Athens, Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul, and EA7 Emporio Armani Milan. And finally, the last team to go into the urn and to be chosen at this level 5 is Crvena Zvezda Telekom Belgrade. So it's Crvena Zvezda Telekom Belgrade completing the 5-seed level of our groups. Gentlemen, if you change again, and we will now move on to the last of our seeds, the last of our levels, and well, we're almost done. Let's put all the teams except Neptunas Klaipėda from Lithuania, because Žalgiris is in Group A, so they cannot coincide. We have PGE Turów Zgorzelec, Limoges CSP, and the Euroleague qualifying rounds winner. Let's see which one will go to Group E. Group A, excuse me. And it is the winner of the Euroleague qualifying rounds. So that's a mystery. We don't know what team that will be. There are 8 possibilities, and we'll know that at the end of September approximately. So they will join Real Madrid, Anadolu Efes, Žalgiris, Nizhny Novgorod, and Dinamo Banco di Sardegna Sassari. All right, and now for the Group B, the last team chosen in Group B. All 3 are eligible. PGE Turów Zgorzelec from Poland, Neptunas Klaipėda from Lithuania, and Limoges CSP. Let's see which one will go to Group B. And it is Limoges CSP. Limoges CSP joining CSKA, Maccabi Electro Tel Aviv, Unicaja Malaga, Alba Berlin, and Cedevita Zagreb to complete that Group B. So we move on now to Group C, 2 teams, both eligible, PGE Turów Zgorzelec Neptunas Klaipėda. And the team going to Group C is PGE Turovs Gorzelets. PGE Turovs Gorzelets then completing Group C together with FC Barcelona, Panathinaikos Athens, Fenerbahce Ulker Istanbul, EA7 Emporio Armani Milan, and FC Bayern Munich. And now our final team, last but not least, but the final team to be chosen today, Neptunas Klaipėda. And with that, we will be able to complete our draw. Group D and the draw completed with this. And sure enough, it's Neptunas Klaipėda from Lithuania completing Group D. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much. A round of applause for Ricardo and Thomas, please. We enjoyed them on the courts, and today we've enjoyed them on the stage. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And we now have the best basketball league of the continent ready to give its fans the best competition ever. We wish the best of luck to all of our teams on the road to Madrid.
Turkish Airlines Euroleague. I feel devotion.
Probably not nerves, a little anxious just to get out there and get it started, and everyone will probably have a couple of nerves, but I think that's good.
Everybody's watching it, so I hope they would be happy with what we do this evening.
No, I'm just hungry for lunch. We were up early, so breakfast was a long time ago. I need some sleep too. Yeah. I'll get it though. Got a whole afternoon.
A ver si hoy podemos animar con baja.
I want to ask you about your shirt. Is that a message of the day?
Huh?
Is that a message of the day? You choose that on purpose?
Message of the weekend. Yeah, I've been wearing it all weekend. I mean, the proof is there. You got to do it. And no need to talk about it. You got to go out there and do it at the end.
Right here. How's it feel to be a European champion? I mean, you were a champion too. Yeah, just say that right here. Champion 2014. It's amazing. I came to this club to play with Sue, and this is my first Australian teammate ever, and best teammate ever. And Smitty. Hell shit, you know. And Smitty, young Smitty. I mean, they consider me all that. I still got a little juice in my legs, baby. I ain't done yet.
Hi, this is Frank Lauer from Euroleague TV here at the 2014-15 Turkish Airlines Euroleague draws, where we just found out who the groups are for the regular season. Now we're going to talk to the executives from as many clubs as we can, beginning with Paulius Motiejūnas of Žalgiris Kaunas. If you step over here and tell us first in Lithuanian what you think of the group you were drawn into. I'll remind everybody, Group A, Real Madrid, Anadolu Efes Istanbul, Žalgiris Kaunas, Nizhny Novgorod, Dinamo Banko Sardinia Sassari, and the qualifying rounds winner.
Tai esam patenkinti burtais, geros komandos, aišku, puikiai žinom Madridą ir Efesą, kur jau ir praeitais metais turėjom, dvi naujokės Eurolygos ir aišku, įdomu, kas išeis iš kvalifikacijos, bet šiaip esam patenkinti, tikslas tas pats išeiti top 16.
And could you tell for the rest of our audience what you said in English?
We're happy. We have all teams that are old in Euroleague, like Efes, Madrid. We had them last season, and it's strong teams we have to play against. And we have two newcomers, like Italian team and Nizhny Novgorod. So these are the teams that are not known that much in Euroleague, but we know them. And for us, the goal is to play top 16 like always. And the question now is who will win the qualification round.
Okay, Paulius, good luck to you and your team in October when we start.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye. As I said, we're at the Turkish Airlines Euroleague draw for the 2014-15 season. We've just learned the groups, and as we talk to the team executives to get their reaction to which group they fell into, we will continue to tell you which groups we're talking about. Here we are with Sergei Panov. Welcome to the Euroleague, first of all, Sergei. And second, I want to ask you about the group that Nizhny Novgorod, your team, has come into. It's the same Group A that we just spoke about, with Real Madrid, Efes Istanbul, Žalgiris Kaunas, Dinamo Banko Sassari in Italy, and also the qualifying rounds winner. First in Russian, can you tell the audience what you think of the draw?
So we have a very good, very interesting group for us because we have a lot of brands like Real Madrid, Efes, and Žalgiris. It's very nice names for our fans. It's also some sportive interest for the Banco di Sassari and some team from the qualification round. We don't know who is it, but it's going to be our fighting games for the top 16 place.
And could you please tell for the Russian audience your version of the group?
So we are very happy to participate in the Euroleague. We hope to be in the top 16, and also we will be fighting for the playoffs and for everything. Support us. Thank you.
Can you give a version in Russian for your own fans? Speak in Russian, speak in your language.
Окей. Мы очень довольны, что мы играем в Евролиге. В первом раунде у нас хорошие соперники. Это Эфес, Пилсен, Реал Мадрид, Žalgiris. Хорошие имена, хорошие бренды. И для спортивной составляющей нам очень интересно будет играть с Динамо Сассари, победителем евролижной квалификации. Надеемся, что попадем в топ-16, будем бороться и надеемся на долгое участие в Евролиге. Поддерживайте нас. Вперед за Нижний.
Okay, thank you, Sergei. Good luck to you in Nizhny Novgorod in your first Euroleague season.
Okay, thank you very much. Nice to see you. Thank you.
As I said, Frank Lauer from Euroleague TV, bringing you up to date on the draw that just happened. We're talking to the team executives about the groups that they will be in for the 2014-2015 regular season. And next up, another team from Group A. We've only had Group A executives so far. Engin Özerun from Anadolu Efes Istanbul. Welcome again. And first of all, for your Turkish audience, could you speak in Turkish and tell them what you thought of the draw?
Aslında kuradan memnun olduğumu söyleyebilirim. Gerçi Real Madrid gibi güçlü bir takım. Her zaman zorlu bir deplasman olacak. Zorlu Rus takımı ve Žalgiris deplasmanının yanı sıra elemelerden büyük bir ihtimalle gelecek olan Kazan da zor bir deplasmanlar olduğunu biliyoruz ama biz şimdi çok yeni bir takımız. Birbirini tanımayan çok sayıda oyuncumuz var. Bu nedenle bu süreci birbirini tanımakla geçirecek olan süreci ikinci tura yükselememek gibi talihsiz bir olayla yaşamayacağımız bir grup olduğunu düşünüyorum. Ama tabii ki grubun en yukarılarında almak için elimizden geleni yapacağız.
And for the English version, we won't go over the group because we've gone over it with the previous two people, the same group. Tell us, what do you think about it?
Actually, I'm happy with the group because we have a lot of new players and we have a lot of young players. So I think we need time to be a real team. And during this period, We don't want to live a situation that we do not qualify for top 16, but we know that the team that will come from qualification will be most probably the Kazan, and with 2 Russian away and 1 Kaunas away games, which are always tough. So we have to be very, very careful. And Real Madrid is also, of course, is Real Madrid. You know, I'm happy with the group and I believe that we will be in the top 16. But we will see.
Always a challenge, and good to see you and have you back in the Euroleague next October.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We are reviewing the results of the Turkish Airlines Euroleague 2014-15 draw with all our Group A teams so far. And now we have Alberto Herreros from Real Madrid. Alberto, can you tell us about what you think of the group, first of all, in Spanish for the Spanish audience?
Bueno, pues es un grupo que parece que seguimos con la tradición de jugar siempre contra FS Pilsen y contra Zalgiris, siempre nos tocan, y luego pues son, a falta de saber el equipo sexto, pues son viajes bastante complicados, ¿no? De muchos kilómetros.
And in English, if you would comment in English on the same group.
Yeah. It's a tradition. We play with Zalgiris and FS Pilsen. I don't know who is the sixth team. Complicated travelers and a lot of kilometers, no? But this is Euroleague, the best in Europe. I can play always.
Always a challenge, yes. Okay, thank you, Alberto. Good to see you. Thank you. We are reviewing the groups in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague draw. Now we have a member of a new group, Group B, which is CSKA Moscow, Maccabi Electric Tel Aviv, Unicaja Malaga, Alba Berlin, Cedevita Zagreb, and Limoges CSP of France. And with us is Shimon Mizrahi, the president of Maccabi Electric Tel Aviv. Very interesting group again this year. Could you explain in Hebrew first for your Israeli audience what you think of the group?
אני חושב שיש לנו קבוצה, 5 קבוצות הנותרות בבית שלנו הן קבוצות שהקהל הישראלי מכיר. לא צריך להרחיב את הדיבור על CSKA שנגדה התמודדנו בחצי הגמר בפיינל פור האחרון. הקבוצה מזאגרב הייתה יריבה שלנו בגמר של הליגה האדריאטית, גם את מלאגה ואלבה ברלין שהם כוחות עולים אנחנו מכירים מצוין, וכמובן את הקבוצה מלימוז' שחזרה להיות הקבוצה המובילה כרגע בצרפת.
Okay, I didn't understand it. Could you tell the rest of our audience in English what you thought of your group?
I think that we have a very interesting group. Everyone knows CSKA that we played in last May in the semi-final of the Final Four in Milan. The team from Zagreb we played against in the final of the Adriatic League. We know Malaga, we know Alba Berlin, very attractive teams. And Limoges, who was and is now, they are now again one of the best teams in France.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing the champions back and starting the season in Group B in October. Thank you, Mr. Mizrahi. We're at the Turkish Airlines Euroleague draws. It was our first executive from Group B, which to review, we'll have CSKA Moscow, the defending champion Maccabi Electric Tel Aviv, Unicaja Malaga, Alba Berlin, Cedevita Zagreb, the Adriatic League champion, and the French champion Limoges CSP. We're waiting to talk to more team executives, club executives from that group and from other groups. We've gone through most of Group 1 so far. Also today was the qualifying rounds draw. Of course, 8 teams will play. We'll start the season in late September in the qualifying rounds. And the winner among those 8 teams after those 3 rounds of qualifying games will become the 24th regular season team in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague next season. So they also had their draw today. They know at least who they're playing in the first round of the qualifying rounds. And we will speak now with one of their representatives. who most of you fans will know very well, Mr. Tony Parker from Unveiled Villeurbanne, new president. And congratulations for that and for your latest championship in the NBA.
Thank you.
And good to have you in the Euroleague in the qualifying rounds. First of all, in French for your French audience. What kind of challenge is that for you and as well to try to get to the Euroleague through the qualifying rounds?
Well, so it's a great challenge. I'm very excited. I'm preparing, my future after basketball. So it's a big investment for me. I take it seriously and try to help French basketball to be competitive, in Europe. And so Euroleague is the best league that we have. And so I'm very excited. We're going to play Ostend in the first round. I'm born in Belgium, so the story is pretty nice. It's going to be a great game. They're hosting the tournament, so I'm sure it's going to be a great atmosphere. And we're going to try to qualify. It's going to be tough competition. Obviously Kazan and Jerusalem, they're very tough. The draw was good for us. We will avoid them until the finals if we go over there. So it's very exciting moments for us.
Living it as an executive now, so you see it from that point of view. Can you say the same thing for the French audience so that they have a version in French?
In French, je suis très content du tirage au sort. On joue au Ostend, donc on va jouer le pays host. C'est toujours sympa de jouer dans une salle pleine avec beaucoup de public. Et donc voilà, on va voir ce qu'on pourra faire et si on peut aller jusqu'en finale, on va essayer de faire de notre mieux.
And just one last question in English. You talked about after your career, this is what you're planning to do. What sort of dream is it for you to become an executive and bring your team to the Euroleague?
I don't know. I always dream about three things, when I was small. And one of them, it was playing in NBA, obviously. That was one of my dreams. And wanted to do, the second one was doing basketball camps. I always wanted to give back, to the kids and all the stuff I do with my foundation. And the third one, it was like when I finish my career, I would love to be an owner and just run a team because I love, building a brand and the marketing and go to the European Junior Championship and try to find the next big thing. And so I always dream about that. So slowly but surely having a great career in the NBA and doing my basketball camps. And so that was my last goal. So hopefully I can do great stuff with as well and grow that team.
Okay, well, first step is the qualifying rounds next September in Ostend, Belgium, with Unveiled Villeurbanne, Leon Villeurbanne, and Tony Parker, the new president. Nice to talk to you.
All right, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Okay. We are reviewing the draws that were held today for the Turkish Airlines Euroleague 2014-2015 season. We just heard from Tony Parker of Unveiled Leon Villeurbanne, the French team that is in the qualifying rounds. We're speaking also, of course, with all the executives, as many as we can, from the Turkish Airlines Euroleague regular season. There were 23 teams were drawn today, and from the qualifying rounds, the last survivor of 8 teams will join them next season in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague regular season, which begins on October 16th, and will get the season started. But as I said, the qualifying rounds really get the season started at the end of September between the 23rd and the 26th. Announced today, the site of the qualifying rounds will be Ostend, Belgium. Continuing with our group analysis from our team executives, we have Marco Baldi of Alba Berlin. You fell in Group B with CSKA Moscow, Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv, Unicaja Malaga, Cedevita Zagreb, and Limoges. First of all, in English, what do you think of your group?
Well, like always in the Euroleague, it's a very challenging group. We have the reigning champion in our group with Maccabi Tel Aviv. We have CSKA Moscow, and we know that for them, anything else than winning the Euroleague is a kind of a defeat. So we have champions in our group, Limoges, Cedevita, they're in their domestic leagues. It's going to be very tough, but we will took all our heart, our passion, and our Berlin style of playing basketball, and we'll try to make it to the next phase.
Of course, today Alba Berlin also won the Gold Devotion Marketing Award for marketing basketball so well in your city and country. When you see these kind of teams coming to town, does that make it easier for you to sell basketball?
Of course. I mean, this is crème de la crème, what will come to Berlin. This is what our fans want to see. And of course, this helps also to, let's say, enhance the growth of our enterprise. And we are very happy with the draw and very grateful for the reward, how we got rewarded today.
Okay, congratulations for your marketing award and good luck next season in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. We continue talking to the team executives following the 2014-2015 Turkish Airlines Euroleague draw. Next up, from CSKA Moscow, Andrei Batutin. Once again, Andrei, another interesting group, another challenge in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague regular season. What do you think about the teams you're going to be playing against in Group B? We'll remind our audience they are Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv, team you know pretty well, Unicaja Malaga, Alba Berlin, Cedevita Zagreb, and Limoges, the French champion.
Each new season, new challenge. And first of all, I would like to say one more thanks for Ettore Messina for 6 years of work together with CSKA. It was so successful project, 2 Euroleague titles, many titles in Russia and VTB. I would like to keep good relationships with Ettore. And you know better than me, we start a new project with young, ambitious coach, Dimitris Etudis, with new coaching staff, with new players. And now we try to build good competitive team. Nothing finished in that case, and I wish good luck to us and to our supporters and to Euroleague.
Speaking of your supporters, can you address them in Russian and tell them what you thought about the draw today?
You know, if you compare our group with Group D, Fener, it's more or less easy for us, you know. But this is only first step, and in second step, everything coming from zero. You know, it's good to, you know, to try to feel some emotion from new team.
Would you like to speak a little bit in Russian for the Russian audience about your thoughts today?
Why not? I think you understand Russian or not?
I try.
After Final Four in Moscow?
I try.
Okay, я will translate. В первую очередь хочу сказать большое спасибо Этторе Мессине за 6 лет карьеры в ЦСКА. Это были очень успешные 6 лет. Мы выиграли 2 Евролиги, много титулов в России и ВТБ. Хочу пожелать ему удачи. Сейчас мы начинаем новый проект с новым тренером, с молодым новым тренером, амбициозным, с новым тренерским штабом, с новыми игроками. Очень надеемся, что наша команда будет конкурентоспособна. Селекционный процесс еще не закончен, но будем стараться, чтобы команда отвечала чаяниям болельщиков. Пожелаю удачи нам, болельщикам и Евролиге.
Okay, thank you very much, Andrei, and good luck in the new season. Spasiba. I'll get there. We're reviewing the 2014-15 Turkish Airlines Euroleague draw. Now we're with the representative from Cedevita Zagreb. Was in this competition a couple of years ago. Now you're back. And in a very interesting group, as we say, Group B, CSKA Moscow, Maccabi, Unicaja, Alba Berlin, and Limoges. What do you think about the group, first of all?
First of all, we are very glad to be back at the Euroleague competition after 1 year that we played in Eurocup. And about the group, we think that it's very, very interesting for us because it is attractive. The European Championship is in that group. Also CSKA Moscow, we know all about it. And we hope that we can be competitive and that we can even thought about advancing to the last 16.
And how are the fans feeling in Zagreb about the chance to see Cedevita in the elite once again?
I'm sure that they're going to be very excited because those teams are very attractive with very good tradition and very, very strong. And we can, for sure, it will be very good basketball played in Zagreb.
Okay, we look forward to seeing the Euroleague back in Zagreb next season.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Thank you.
We have gone through Group A and Group B, talking with the executives, and we will be coming up perhaps on Group C in a matter of minutes. And here's our representative from that Group C. In fact, FC Barcelona, Panathinaikos Athens, Fenerbahce Ulker Istanbul, EA7 Emporio Armani Milan, FC Bayern Munich, and PGO Turdo Zogalev from Poland. Very difficult group, yes?
I think so. I think it was one of the more strong groups of the season. Maybe a group like the same of the top 16. Is very strong, like Panathinaikos, like Fenerbahce, or Bayern Munich. But this is the season. No, only can to pass forward. But I think one of them we was now.
There's There are some big clubs like yours, Barcelona, who think it's better to go through the tough groups early to get strong. I don't know how you feel.
Yeah, the last year I think is the same, and 2 years ago also. But for us, it's normally we always we are in the top of the teams, and I think in the next season maybe is are a strong level, but I think that we go to arrive to Madrid to competition for the final four.
Okay, good luck next season. Can't congratulate you yet, but good luck when it gets started next season to FC Barcelona.
Okay, nice to meet you. Thank you for all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Again, we're going on to the Group C teams. Barcelona, Panathinaikos, Fenerbahce, Joker, EA7 Emporio, Armani Milan, FC Bayern Munich, and PGA Turbo Grozelec of Poland. And now we're going to talk to the representative from Panathinaikos Athens, Manos Papadopoulos. Welcome again to another draw. And please tell us first what you thought of the draw for your team.
It is very difficult group. We expect very tough games. And many people at the games. So we expect to enjoy the games and to see at the end what will be.
Maybe you want to say a few words in Greek for the Greek audience, please.
Ότι περιμένουμε κόσμο στο γήπεδο, παίζουμε πολύ καλές ομάδες και θα κάνουμε το καλύτερο δυνατό. Αυτά.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Papadopoulos, and good luck to Panathinaikos next season. We are talking now to the executives from Group C of the Turkish Airlines Euroleague regular season who were just drawn here in Barcelona at today's draws, and the new general manager of Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul, Mr. Maurizio Gherardini, here to talk about what you thought of the group.
Well, I think it's, for the good of the fans, it's a great group. I mean, I think it's the only group with 6 champions and very balanced, the most difficult group by far, so that will force all of us to be very ready. I mean, we can't take any time to just get adjusted to a competition. I know it's too early to really understand exactly how all these teams will be a few months from now, but on paper, this is a very, very difficult group, and it's going to be exciting. I mean, for the players, for the fans, for everybody.
Let's remind people just how tough this group is. FC Barcelona, Panathinaikos Athens, Fenerbahce Ülker Istanbul, EA7 Emporio, Armani Milan, FC Bayern Munich, and PGA Turbo Grozelec of Poland. When you see those big names, as you mentioned, the fans already have to be waiting for October when this starts.
For sure. I mean, there is not going to be an easy game, and again, that's the beauty of this sort of competition, and the beauty when you don't have too much luck in a draw. You know, you have to now. We need to be ready, but again, we know we're going to have a good team. We know we're going to be competitive. We know we want to play with the best and for the best. So we need to be ready. I mean, it's very simple.
Okay, thank you for your thoughts, and good luck next season, Mr. Gherardini. We are continuing with the representatives. We'll go on to Group D at this time. We're going to Group D, where our representative from Olympiacos Piraeus, Christos Stavropoulos, joins us. But let me review the group for the viewers first. They know exactly who you're talking about. Group D will have Olympiacos Piraeus, Valencia Basket, Labrador Kucha Vitoria, Galatasaray Live Hospital Istanbul, Cervena Zvezda, Telekom Belgrade, and Neptunas Klaipeda, the newest team, but all the others you're very familiar with. What do you think about the group?
It's so early to talk about the teams. You know, everybody now we are making the final rosters. I think the most important thing is to qualify for the next round. We saw last year we finished the regular season undefeated. We was in the first spot, in the first position. So it's not so important, you know. For us, it's important, you know, to be in the first positions of the group and to qualify for the next round. This is our first step. Always our goal, our target is to return here in Spain, in Madrid. And for us, we are very happy to start again a great season. And we're very happy also that we will play with the Red Star that is a team that we have a special relationship, and we are very happy to play with them.
Okay, if you don't mind saying a few words in Greek for the Greek audience, please.
For sure. Είναι πολύ νωρίς να μιλήσουμε τώρα για το group αυτό, γιατί όλες οι ομάδες τώρα κάνουν τις μεταγραφές τους και είναι πάνε για την τελική τους μορφή. Πιστεύω ότι το πιο σημαντικό είναι να είμαστε στις πρώτες θέσεις του group και να προκριθούμε για τον επόμενο γύρο. Αυτό είναι το πρώτο βήμα. Βέβαια, ο στόχος μας, όπως κάθε χρόνο, είναι να είμαστε στο Final Four και να γυρίσουμε πάλι εδώ σε αυτή τη χώρα, στην Ισπανία και στη Μαδρίτη για το Final Four. Για μας είναι μεγάλη χαρά, θέλω να πω ακόμα, ότι θα παίξουμε για πρώτη φορά στα πλαίσια της Euroleague. Θα παίξουμε με τον Ερυθρό Αστέρα, που έχουμε μια ιδιαίτερη σχέση. Είναι ένα αδελφό σωματείο και θα είναι ιδιαίτερη χαρά να παίξουμε εναντίον τους.
Okay, we wish you luck next season in October when Olympiacos gets started in the regular season.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Reviewing the Turkish Airlines Euroleague draw today and the regular season teams, we have the representative from Crvena Zvezda Telekom Belgrade. And first of all, you have some very interesting teams in your group. What did you think?
First, we are very happy to be in the part of the Euroleague 2014, and we are happy with the group, with the team. We're going to have interesting games in Belgrade. Our fans will love it, and we are really happy to wait at the start of the season.
Well, you had a taste last year, and of course everybody noticed how the fans of Crvena Zvezda were part of the show, let's say, part of the elite show. Just to get back there and be able to try it again must mean a lot to you and your fans.
Yes, this year I think it's going to be easier because we are not a rookie anymore in the competition. So I think we're going to go one step up and try to go to top 16. But anyway, we will enjoy and be happy this season like we were last year.
Okay, it's great to have you back in the Euroleague. Good luck when it starts in October in the regular season.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm Frank Lawler from Euroleague TV, reviewing. And we're reviewing the groups for next season's 2014-15 Turkish Airlines Euroleague regular season. Of course, we're on to Group D, where the Eurocup champions of Valencia Basket will be, along with Olympiacos, Labrador Kucha Vitoria, Galatasaray, Crvena Zvezda, and a new team, Neptunus Klaipeda. What do you think of who you're going to be playing next October?
It's tough group, no? There is no one team that played last season in Final Four in Milan, but Olympiacos, Galatasaray, they were close to go there. And we know Laura Alcucha is a Spanish team. We know very well. Estrella Roja, we saw them last season when they played semifinals in Eurocup. So it's very, very, very tough group, like the other.
Of course, it's a challenge every year. Your team earned it by winning the Eurocup to get here. So everybody in Valencia must be really excited about going to the Euroleague.
For sure. We are ready to compete Euroleague. We have very, very good organization. We are ready to play this competition, and we are hoping to start the schedule.
Okay, good luck to you, your fans, and your players when the Euroleague starts in October.
Thank you very much.
We are reviewing the groups in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague regular season after the draw. And we are up to Group D, the last of those groups. And with us is Murat Özgür from Galatasaray Live Hospital, Istanbul. You guys had a great season last year with a lot of difficulties with injuries. Now you have a new group in Group D. What do you think of that group?
First of all, it is very enjoyable season. Last season we make top 8. And we were the only the Turkish team in top 8, so it is very proud for us. And this season we didn't build yet our new team chemistry, and we are working on it. So I cannot evaluate the group yet because we don't know how strong we will be. But as I see the other teams, there are the culture of basketball in our group. So I think we will be very competitive. and there's a champion on the group, ex-champion. So I think we will have a very good games, and I think our fans will enjoy with the Euroleague one more time.
Very good point. Olympiacos, Valencia, Labrador Kucha Vitoria, your club as well, Galatasaray, and Crvena Zvezda, all arenas that are known for the great atmosphere that the fans bring to them. And a new team, Neptūnas Klaipėda of Lithuania, where basketball is always a show. So that will be part of the fun for your team, yes?
Yes, for sure. And for the players and for us as well, when you have a full and enjoyable gym, so it will be very pleasure to play the basketball, to watch the game over there. So I say all the teams good luck, very good season without injuries. So I hope we will repeat our success again the coming season.
I wish you good luck first with no injuries after so many this year, but good luck overall next season in the Euroleague.
Thank you very much.
And we will have one more representative from the team I was just talking about, Neptūnas Klaipėda. Of course, his new team to the Euroleague, but everybody knows that in Lithuania, basketball is king. So how excited, first of all, before we talk about the group, are your club and your fans about this opportunity?
It's very impossible just to imagine what we feel. It's a crazy country about basketball, and we always have a crowded arena, brand new arena. It was built for Eurobasket just a few years ago, and of course this big step forward, talking about our future and taking in mind that this year is a 50th anniversary year for the club. So this past 2 years, what we made these big steps in our club, for our town, for our country, it's very huge impact for the club and of course town and for fans, and it's great.
Well, great job, Neptūnas Klaipėda, making it to the Euroleague, and as you said, everybody's going to enjoy it on your anniversary year, and we will enjoy having you in the Euroleague next season in Group D. As we said, teams like Olympiacos, Valencia, Labrador Kucha Vitoria, Galatasaray, and Crvena Zvezda, all teams with good crowds as well, so it should be a very interesting group, yes?
Yes, before it was draw our ball, of course we had a chance to be in C group or in D group. Looking in trip-wise, of course it's better C group, and maybe for the fans if you're just looking on the paper. But draw is draw, so group is very hard, teams very good, all the teams. It's Euroleague, it's the best competition, best league in our continent, so it's just we have to prepare to play decent and to represent our club, our town, and of course our country.
Okay, good luck next season in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague. We have finished talking with the executives from the Turkish Airlines Euroleague clubs. Today was the draw in Barcelona for the regular season, which starts October 16th. You can find out all the information about the groups and the qualifying rounds bracket on www.euroleague.net. The first step in the new season took place today in Barcelona. We'll see you in October for the games. Thank you very much.
Turkish Airlines Euroleague.